What up, though? It's your man Detroit Marv back in the building. Y'all know what it is. It's time for another moment with Marv. Mm. Still making moves like epileptics on roller skates, so while trying to stay sucker free in the world full of lollipops. Before we get started, let me just shout out hometown, One Pride. Come on, Lions, let's go. Stop playing with us. Let's go. Lions choosing violence early. Let's go. So anyway, let's get to it, man. You know what? I had to speak on this because I saw the interview, and I was like, wow, right? So I know by now you've either heard of or you saw the Katt Williams interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe, NFL Hall of Famer. Shannon Sharpe is a talking, you know what I'm saying, brother. That brother can talk. And there were several times throughout this interview that even the great Shannon Sharpe was held speechless because of some of the commentary that Katt Williams said. Now, Katt Williams has been one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of my favorite comedians because of his style of comedy and his timing. He's funny. His voice adds to it. You know, the theatrics he puts into his act is funny. He good. Plus, I'm from Detroit, so of course I remember when him and Steve Harvey got into it. It was like a New Year's show in Detroit. So that part was correct. There's many other things in this interview that I can't substantiate. There's many other things in the interview that I don't know the 100% accuracy of it. But what I will say is, what's clear is Katt came to read some folk on that day, right? And it's clear that Katt is frustrated with his treatment, in his particular field and by his peers. And he's frustrated with the clique. And like I said, I'm not a comedian. I'm not in the show business. So I don't understand the depths of what all he's talking about. But I can definitely identify with being in the workplace and having people like a cabal or a group of people, a clique, that dislike you for your either talent or your productivity as it relates to what you do. And all I have to say is, God bless Katt. God bless him. You know what I mean? If he's living his truth, as they say, if he's choosing authenticity over acceptance, bravo to that. Because that's all it's really about. If at the end of the day, only thing a man could ask for is when he die, people be able to say at his funeral, it's a man in that box. If you die and nobody has to lie about how good of a person you were, you won. You know what I mean? All this material gain is cool. It's cool. But at the end of the day, can you sleep at night? Can you look yourself in the mirror? And I'm going to tell you, he had a lot to get off his chest. I'm talking about like a breast reduction. He ain't just get it off his chest. He had a whole breast reduction during this interview. There was so many times. In the beginning of the interview like 2 hours, Shannon was like, Hold on, let me get one more shot of this. He was trying to get himself together. Do you know what it takes to do that with Shannon Sharpe? Shannon Sharpe is known outside of his football exploits, but even on the field, he is known for being a talking ass dude. And he was held to being, speechless. So, listen, the interview is entertaining, to say the least. If you haven't seen it, go to Shannon Sharpe's YouTube page, Club Shay Shay. It's like a video podcast, a vlog, so to speak, where he does interviews with celebrities and athletes and entertainers and all that. But a lot of the people that Katt Williams talked about have been on his show. And so this is probably a boom for Shannon Sharpe, because not only are we all going to watch the video, at the time that I shot this video, it was already 4.8 million views on it, right? They're going to go back and watch the videos with the other comedians to find out what he's talking about. Like, that's, and for those of y'all don't know how social media works with content creation, the more views you get, the more money it turns into. It don't even just be the likes. It be the views. The more views you get, that translates into money. So I'm sure he looking real good at this, you know what I mean? But like Katt Williams said during the video, them people going to be doubling back. They're going to want to go back on that show, set it straight. Some of them ain't, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to tell. Some of them ain't going to want to do it. But, at this point, I just want us to be able to just enjoy the art. Let's just enjoy the moment. Let's not look too deep into it. I don't like the fact that, it seems like it's always in our community that we got to have a best that it can only be one, like we all Highlanders and stuff. Like, we could just enjoy the excellence of both comedians or all comedians. Now, one person that he did talk about that I agreed 100% with, Faison Love. Faison Love has been on a hater tear for the last 2 years, talking about everybody's purse, talking about how much money they got and all of that. He had made some bad comments about Country Wayne, saying Country Wayne wasn't touching no money. Country Wayne is currently worth like $30 million. Like, whatever you talking about, you don't know. And Faison Love is a comedic actor. At this point, he's not a comedian. There's a difference between a comedic actor and a comedian. Okay? Faison Love, if he doing stand-up, I don't know nobody who went and saw it. I don't know anybody that's went and saw it. And I'm a huge fan of comedy. All of the stand-up I seen Faison Love do, he had a hot top fade when he did it. And he been bald forever, right? So, he been bald since Wonder Bread. You know what I'm saying? It was white. That white bread that had all that. Before high fructose corn syrup. He been bald that long. So, Faison Love, for all the hate he been doing on everybody, he deserved to get ate up like that. But boy, when I say he went in on everybody, he went in on everybody. And it was sad too. One thing I did like though, when none of my Detroit comics touched at all, and I appreciate that. Because Detroit, listen, we got some solid brothers here from Detroit. Howie Bell, Mike Bonner, all of them dudes. Funny. Dre is funny. All these dudes is hilarious. I'm glad he ain't say nothing about them because, Detroiters, we don't play that. We don't play that. You can't talk about none of ours now. You got to get to that car sometime. You know what I mean? You might have to square up talking about the 3-1-3rd now. You can't talk about none of my Detroit people, but I'm glad none of the hometown heroes got sucked up into that. But boy, when I say he went in, he went in. Go ahead and watch it. But I think the reason people resonate with it is because everybody has been on the outside looking in. Everybody has had the talent. One thing my dad used to say is everybody's born with an area of unfair advantage. If you have an area of unfair advantage, it's going to create jealousy. It's going to create envy. If there's something that you naturally can do better than most people, or maybe you're naturally taller, maybe you're naturally more attractive, whatever it is, like a woman, like nobody gets hated on like a naturally beautiful woman. You're a naturally beautiful woman, natural curves, natural whatever, long hair, pretty eyes, whatever. You're going to get hated on. Like they're going to make up reasons not to like you, right? They're going to make up reasons not to like you. They used to hate on Beyonce when Destiny's Child was breaking up left and right. And now they paying rent to go watch her perform just to be in a movie later to pay to go watch them watching her perform. Like, it's out of control. So, I wish much success to all parties involved. I wish these brothers could come together and just work it out. Work out whatever it is they got going on. But that was a very interesting... It's a very interesting interview. I don't know if I've seen one like that before, especially not for that length. And he seemed to have had, receipts that we learned a lot about Katt during the interview too. Him being a genius as a child. Again, I can't substantiate none of this. I'm going based off the video. And him leaving home at 13, 14. Like, bro, 13, 14, I still couldn't spend the night at old people's house without my parents' permission. I don't know about moving to a whole nother state. So, again, God bless everybody involved. Hopefully these brothers work it out because it's too much money out here to get for everybody to be going at each other over foolishness. But like I said, that's it for me. It's been a moment with Marv. Look forward to seeing me, my commentary on some more upcoming current events and news and stuff. But I had to speak on this because, man, my inbox was flooded. Did you see this? I'm like, I saw it. I saw it. But anyway, as long as he kept Detroiters out of his mouth, I'm good. Anyway, be good to be fast, and most importantly, stay off Katt Williams' radar because he ain't playing. Peace.